Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to have another young Indian with us today, part of the Voice of the Young series. Right now, we have with us Sara Maheshwari. Let's listen to her. Over to you, Sara.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for having me. I just want to express my gratitude, and I'm totally in awe of this platform that is being given to young people, and especially the idea behind this is something which is very new to me. In fact, I have been following this for the past few months, even before I very gratefully I received the opportunity to be here. And just the fact of giving the youth of today just this voice and a platform to speak about whatever they want to is very much needed, I would say, right now. And it's refreshing to see that people want to, hear our opinions. So I'll just give a quick introduction about myself. I'm Sara Maheshwari. I'm a final year student at SRCC. I'm pursuing economics honors. And today I wanted to talk about something which I personally am very passionate about, and I've sort of, through my experiences, sort of come to realize that is something which I want to continue doing, which is something which is creating social impact or creating impact in whatever I do. So I would just like to touch upon different experiences from my school life to where I am right now, and how that changed my idea of what creating impact means. And apart from that, I also just want to, since I'm being given this platform, I want to make use of it and just say some things that I want the my peers to listen as well about just my personal experience being a college student and being a teenager in this generation. So yeah, I think I would just like to start with the first seed that was planted, which made me realize about, just creating an impact in the world. So, since my school life, in my school, there used to be a competition called the Youth Power, which is basically every branch of our school, and and our school had a lot of different branches across India. So, there was a competition in which there was one team selected from each school. They had to pick a social issue they were passionate about and just, conduct a lot of activities and raise discussion and conversation around that. And since I was a little kid, all these, every year this youth power team used to come in our classes and, make us do interesting activities and sort of just by, such a in a playful way or just very easily they made us understand really important concepts and really issues that people were not talking about to, primary wing students. So be it like mental health, be it feminism, be it menstrual hygiene, these topics were not told to us about, not enough conversation was raised about them when we were in school in our curriculum. And I just used to look at those people and be really inspired and wanted to always sort of be a part of that team on the other side of it. So when I came to class 11th, I got the opportunity to, pick my own social issue and actually make up a team and sort of be on the other side, which I'm really grateful that my teachers gave me the opportunity to do that. And so me, along with a team of three other girls, we came up with this initiative around eating disorders. So eating disorders is one of the most deadly mental health uh, issues even right now across the world. And I still feel eating disorders are not talked about enough to this day as well. So it could range from anorexia, which is a condition in which the person's mental health or sort of their body and their mind fight against them to sort of eat food or consume food. Uh, it could be due to a lot of different reasons, and it could also range to the other spectrum as well, like binge eating disorder or bulimia. So all these issues were something that we thought were not about enough or at all. And so we sort of came up with a lot of different uh, activities or sort of ways to spark up this conversation to even children who did not know a lot about this, and we didn't want to scare them as well. So we came up with activities like showcasing some body shaming comments or some scenes in movies or famous shows that everyone watches, and try to build up a conversation of how that is not good, and what saying something like that can lead to in a person's mind. And through that whole experience, I was just shook by the amount of impact that we were able to create. And just as class 11 students, I was amazed that just because we were passionate about something, we were able to raise up a conversation, we were able to reach out to eating disorder survivors across the world as well. So at that point, my experience with impact and my idea of what impact meant was basically just being passionate about something. And I would agree that this was a very unstructured approach that we took. We just thought of how to make it digestible to school students, how to create the most impact. But I feel at that point it was just very much about just going against the norm and speaking up. Then gradually when I entered college, uh again when college always as I entered college, it was all about making the perfect CV and just getting into societies. And it was very much like I had to find my own path. So I was facing a difficult time in that. But I would say a turning point in my college life was when I joined 180 Degrees Consulting, which is a student-run consultancy organization, and they do consulting projects, but with non-profit organizations or organizations that strive to create impact through their work. So for the first time, then I saw impact as something that is not just, goodwill, but also like something that could be systematic. Like I could see how people are taking up projects by actually using their strategy and using different models to actually strengthen the non-profits. So I think that was when my idea really changed about what I, as a college student, can really do. And again, I like that platform. I'm really happy that it was given to me, and it like students were trusted enough to have projects with a lot of different types of organizations. So I got to work on a lot of different projects, and one project that stuck with me was I like our team was working on an NGO in Cameroon, and the NGO was Universal Maidens Association, UNIMAG basically. They were helping young maidens and women in Cameroon, which was already going through an like a political crisis at that time, helping them empower them and find a voice. And they were working on some climate smart project, and we had to guide them through fundraising and through how they can in like improve their website and deliverables like that. And just this like there was this one meeting where the client was there. He was joining from Cameroon, I was joining from India, and the people from 180 Degrees Consulting, which is based in Australia, but someone from the UK had joined as well. So just that moment I felt that uh, as a college student, I'm able to connect to people in three different time zones in a single meeting, and just talk about how an NGO in Cameroon can improve their operations. So that really stuck with me, and that made me realize that I think like we have more power than we think we do, and we can create more impact than we realize. So I think that is how my idea kind of shaped even more. And just those moments cemented my belief that social change is not just about like having an intent, but also how we can sort of strategically design and execute the ideas as well. And I think further, what like this journey deepened was when I joined Dalberg this summer. So Dalberg is so again a social impact consulting organization. Uh, and so I would say like Dalberg really shifted my thoughts in a way. Uh, that I felt that it's not just about structured problem solving, it's also about the people. Because the project that I was working on, it was about working on digital public infrastructure. So, digital public infrastructure is like things like Paytm or UPI, or like UPI Aadhaar, sort of like an infrastructure, but digitally, which is seen everywhere today, especially in India. There is a DPI for almost all sectors now. And just the whole digitalization, we had to measure the inclusion of the digital public infrastructure in different countries. So we had to roll out a survey in countries like Mongolia and Malawi. So I felt that like it doesn't matter how much knowledge you have, how much, strategic thinking you have, analytical skills you have. At the end of the day, what will help them actually make their identity card, or let's say their payment system, inclusive is when you listen to the people living there, and when you listen to the civil society organizations there or the governments there, then only you can get a clearer idea. So it's not just about your own skills, but it's also raising a conversation and actually caring about what the on ground reality is. uh, so yeah, so suddenly, social impact wasn't just a neat or straightforward like deck that you had to make, or just a flow chart. It was about a lot of things, about politics, about people, and like systems. So yeah, it like what I learned is that it's not like the maybe you have an idea in your head, but that doesn't mean it'll always work in reality. And that listening, like really listening with intent to the people who are a part of that problem, I think that could work in any social impact issue. If you're talking about uh, feminism, if you're talking about any issue, talking to the people who are going through that, who like their lived experiences, that is only something that can, really frame what your solution is. Uh, but like all of this also reminded me why I was drawn to economics in the first place. And like now also, like this semester, I have a subject called development economics. So for the first time, I'm able to connect the dots. Like I'm able to see how I can actually use economics and create an impact as well. So I just wanted to talk about this because not only do I want to, talk to people who maybe, may have such similar likings and may want to do something in the social impact space, but also like for myself, I want to in the future, sort of mix my degree with also something tangible that I can do for the society. So that is what I wanted to put out there. And I would love to talk about my personal experience in college as well. Uh, but yeah, if you would like to say anything, if or if I can continue.
I'm listening. Go ahead, talk about your personal experience.
Okay,
Go ahead,
sure,
I'm
sure.
listening.
Right. Uh, so yeah, so this is what I taught. Like this is what my experience was professionally and all the things that I've encountered. But alongside all of this, there's another part of the story, like uh the part that like we usually don't say out loud. Like when I joined college, as exciting as it is, as I of course it gave me such a platform to work on such kind of things, such kind of projects, and go like be able to even unlock such opportunities. But also it often, felt like a race, because for my college personally also, we just have two courses. We have BCom honors and economics honors. So it's also like all the students have very similar ambitions or similar subjects that they're studying. So obviously they have a similar mindset. So it sort of felt like I had to really fit in and really uh, there was some invisible way to success and path to success. So when I joined college, I was very overwhelmed with the amount of societies and the application forms that were there. And uh, like I could see people, getting new internships or next leadership roles, and as well as posting on LinkedIn about what is happening. Uh, so for a while, I just constantly, equated myself with like not working hard enough because I was not putting in those many hours or not getting the results that other people were getting. Uh, but I would say I learned it the hard way that like there's not like a straightforward path to all of this. And it's not just that there are just two, three career opportunities that you can unlock by studying these subjects. There are a lot of different things you can do. And not everyone has the same, uh, like not everyone has the same dream that they want to do in the future. It's not just like a basic one size fits all situation. Uh, so yeah, that. And also like I sort of like my health also got affected because of that. And because of that, I learned that it's not just what others are doing. You have to listen to your mind and your body, because nowadays I think I can also see like my friends and my peers as well, sort of sometimes neglecting their health, be it like mental or physical, just to constantly, like hustle, like the hustle culture, and just to get on to the next achievement. But yeah, it like I think this experience just taught me that it's very important to not only think about your physical health but also the mental health, and like also try to introspect about what you actually want to do. Like if I would have just blatantly just followed what everyone else was doing, maybe I wouldn't have actually found my calling or actually wanted to develop on something that I feel like I want to do in the future. So yeah, just exploring different things so that you find what you actually want to do is very important. um and even for impact, like it doesn't mean that it's like there is just one answer, like you just have to go to consulting, just research. There are people who would want to do different things, like go in startups, some grassroots organizations. So again, even in the same field, there is a lot of different career opportunities that someone can take up. uh but yeah, that is one learning. And also second, that pressure is definitely there, be it academic pressure or just the pressure of uh, what career path you want to choose, or like whether you want to go for masters. But just learning how to manage that and just breaking it down into like taking one day at a time is something that helped me as well in this journey right now. And yeah, the third thing that I would like to say is that social media, especially be it like LinkedIn or Instagram, of course, it's a great way to connect and network with people with similar interests and learn from them. But also, it could sometimes like be a sort of a distorted reality. Like you don't know what is actually happening with someone, and you sort of get a false impression and of just seeing the success stories of everybody. So yeah, just learn how to you know go through that in a distant way, like distance yourself from all of that is happening. Like let it inspire you, but not let it define you. And yeah, this is what my experience has taught me. And on a personal note, something about me is that I constantly have the need to like keep creating. And I feel when you start like experimenting in different things, if it's like different art forms or different uh anything, like different subjects, just um immersing yourself in different experiences really helps you understand what you truly like. uh so that is also something that I learned along the way. And yeah, I think that is all that I had right now. And uh yeah, that's all that all that's all that
Okay,
I've learned
fine,
in my
sir. Thank you.
3 years.
Okay, so touching on the last point, immersing yourself. What have you immersed yourself in?
So right now it's like different. I like to take up really like different art forms. So I like to learn new things. So one thing that I'm learning right now is crochet. So just that like I never sort of had any experience in that, but that's something that really excited me. So I just went on YouTube and tried to learn that. So just learning new skills, and also even experiences as in like like instead of just going for a movie, you try and
Mm.
experience like be like watching a play, sometimes a live play or something like that, like different things. I like to like keep experimenting, maybe like cooking a new recipe, so just to find out what I actually like.
Cooking a new recipe. So, what are the old recipes that you have tried?
The old recipes would definitely be my like grandma's recipes, that like the cake that she bakes. So just I grew up like making that in my childhood.
Mm.
So yeah, just adding like new twists to it, and also just sometimes just making that if you're feeling nostalgic, I would say.
Is it yummy?
Yeah, it is.
How does it compete with store-bought or commercial?
Oh, it's always superior.
It's always superior. Okay. All right. Any tips you have for young people who are in class 11 and 12? You're about to end college, so maybe you have some tips for them?
Yeah, sure. So especially if you're in 11th, like you definitely have to pick streams, and it's a very, important, like it seems like a very important moment in your life, that oh, this will define my whole career path. But I feel that you should look into like all the subjects and actually try and make a call about what you want. But also, even if you're studying something you do not like right now, it's fine, because there's always, an opportunity for you to change completely what you're sorry, completely what you're doing. Like life always allows for U-turns. So it's not just you don't have to feel like it's the end of the world, but again, make a very informed decision at that point about what you feel. It can obviously change later on. Like even I had taken science in my 11th class, but I realized that even though I really like science and I loved it throughout my school life, I realized I do not want to pursue anything in science. Like I did not want to pursue engineering at that time or anything related to that. So I switched streams. I stuck with economics, which I had taken earlier as well, but I switched to commerce because I felt that that is something that is more like aligning with what I want to do right now. So again, you can switch anytime you want, and as I mentioned, immerse yourself in like different experiences so that you try to get to know yourself better, and so that really helps you later on as well. uh, because I feel like it's just like that is the point. Like you need to get to know yourself better if you want to actually make an impact in the world, and if you want to really do well in whatever you do.
Okay. Well, you are coming to a change point. Everybody in your group must be thinking about what's ahead, what's next, right? Because you're in the final year, as you said. Final year is a time to enjoy the college in full glory, but you also have to start thinking about the future. So, what's your thinking?
So right now, what I am thinking is that, as I mentioned, I do want to explore how I can use economics into and combine it with social impact. So I am interested in learning about public policy and how I can, work towards that. But right now, I worked with Dalberg, as I mentioned, for my summer internship. So I felt that like just getting the hang of working, like in an established organization for 1 to 2 years may give me like a good exposure, a good like work experience, I would say. So right now, I think I'll so try and get that experience for at least 2 3 years, and then sort of think about masters in the subjects I was mentioning, or maybe I'll get a clearer idea later on if I work on, in such a stream. But yeah, eventually I do see myself working something along these lines itself.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Sarah. Shall we end it here today, or you want to add something else?
Sure. Yeah, I just wanted to like reiterate one thing that I mentioned earlier as well. That I truly think that your physical and your mental health are the most important. because as students we often neglect that, and I understand that it's important to really work hard, but just keeping yourself in check as well, because if you're doing okay, then only you'll be able to give your 100%.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all I would like to say.
Okay, so then let's end it here today. I'll be back with another young person or an expert soon. Till then, thank you, Sarah, for being here. And
Thank
let's
you
end
so
it
much.
here. Bye, everybody. Stay online. I want to talk to you.